Today I wanted to drop an update to my gym workout that I talked about blowing up about 2 weeks ago. So week 1 was perfect. Was there in the gym, was up at like 4:15 to make sure I got all my stuff done so I could meet my friend at 5 o'clock. We could pound out an hour workout, come home, do dad mode, and then start the day. Was really doing really good. Then the weekend hit, and I knew I wanted to start going to the gym on the weekends. Previously, I was just letting myself sleep in and saying I could have the weekend off. But my friend goes to the gym on the weekend, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym on the weekend. And then on Saturday, I underestimated how strong the muscle memory was in my mind for on Saturdays, you don't wake up, you sleep in until you need to get up. And that won, and I missed my workout on Saturday morning. But I did get it back up later in the afternoon. And funny enough, I didn't even realize it was daylight savings time this past weekend. And on Sunday morning, I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Why is my clock off? And I even Googled at 4 a.m, like, why is my clock wrong? I was like, oh, it's daylight savings time. And that morning, I got up and went to the gym. Why am I telling you all this? Because I want to tell you the power of your mind. Never underestimate the power of your mind to sell you something. And especially, you can really pay attention to what it's trying to sell you first thing in the morning. What are you trying to avoid? What excuses is it coming up to? What even on Saturday morning, my brain didn't even consciously tell me I was ignoring something. It just overrid and just did what it wanted. I didn't even remember having a conscious thought, you know what? I don't want to go to the gym today. That didn't even happen. And then even today on Monday, I think I slayed up a little bit too late. I went to bed about 10:30 and I almost missed my workout today. And I was about 10 minutes running behind this morning. So life continues to unfold. The gym workout continues to unfold. And as my friend pointed out, the high of a new routine probably was what I was running on last week. And now your mind's it's kind of back to doing whatever it wants. Why am I rambling on about this? Because I want to just highlight that no matter what you start, no matter what you decide to do, there's going to be bumps. It's not going to be perfect. And your mind is a really powerful tool that's been working for millions of years to keep people alive. And it's really in control. And especially depending on how your life is unfolded, there is a lot of things in your mind that are really strong. Like my muscle to stay in bed is really strong. And I have to drag myself out of bed each and every morning. But guys, I want you to focus and think about giving yourself some grace. Maybe if you're in similar boat of me, focus on just keep going. Today it's just feedback. That's how I took this weekend. That was feedback that I need to increase my awareness and double down on making sure I pay attention to even more of the minor details leading up to the weekend, because that's where my mind is really going to hit. And so no matter what new habit you start, no matter what new thing you're trying to bring in, it's not always going to be perfect. Now, if you're doing 75 hard, that may be different because their failure means you go back to day one. And often it's that failure that motivates you just to get through. And it's almost like that your brain is more afraid of failure than it is of staying in bed. So it errs in your benefit to get out of bed. I remember when I was doing 75 hard, it was very easy for me just to get up because I needed to get done. And if I knew I didn't get done now, it wasn't going to get done. So just all that said, recognize where you are, recognize what's going through, and just realize that no matter how long you've been doing this game, no matter how old you are in life, your mind is still going to figure out a way to sabotage it. It's just part of the natural progression. So realizing that and anticipating it, and I failed to anticipate it because I felt like I just had 5 days in a row. How bad could the weekend get? Well, I didn't really pause and ask myself, you know what? I really had a lot of Saturdays where I've slept in. I probably should make sure that I have as many alarms set as possible, and I move my phone to the other end of the room. Because all week it was right next to my bed, and I never had a problem, never hit the snooze once. I was popping out of bed, I was ready to go. That was not the case this weekend. But reboot, regroup, and keep going. So whatever you're doing, keep going. This is your Monday message motivation to keep going through what you're going through, keep growing towards what you're trying to grow towards, and I know you can do it. If you need any help, I am always here, Ben@benkaloy.com. Guys, have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.